say. Switching to live C. Successfully switched to live. Longitude 207 set. Morning, are we headed to a breakfast place or just cruising?
We're gonna start out just cruising, and as far as breakfast, we'll see how I feel. I've just been very low appetite lately with this heat, and that's one reason why I'm out early, is to try and beat the heat. So there you go. Yeah. Well, we normally don't get a lot of humidity in New Mexico. Oh yeah. Well, you're in the part of the U.S. that really gets it. Well, the dry heat is pretty nice here in New Mexico too, but we've been getting, this is our normal high temp time where we hit a little over 100, but we also have, well, you can already see the clouds are building up because we're getting a lot of humidity and rainstorms every night, pretty much. I'm gonna try to remember not to move my head around too much because I don't often do the helmet cam POV. And one thing I do know is that when you move your head suddenly, it can, I know when I watch the VODs or the videos, you get a little dizzy. So I'm gonna keep an eye on, you know, there's gonna be times where I absolutely have to, because, you know, something's catching my eye that is potentially, you know, dangerous, or, you know. But for the most part, we'll try to keep our head movements smooth. See here, I think I'm okay on gas, but I'm gonna stop anyways, y'all. Might as well just top it off. And come around to that pump there. All right, let's see if I can keep my credit card out of the camera view. Oh, I can't even get my wallet. Okay. There we go. What's up? What's up? Did I put the right kind of gas? Yeah, I did. Oh. Oh, you can't pay at the machine? Or did I misunderstand that? I got to turn you all down just a little bit. I have a bit of a headache today, and coming right into my ear, and it's a little bit too loud. Come on, turn already. Good grief. What's Yeah, buddy, I wanted to do something different. I don't normally do POV on this motorcycle. You know, the other motorcycle, it doesn't have big windscreen and all that. I usually do POV. You know, this is when I always do third person, but what the hell. I didn't want to like get all the big gear set up and everything. I just wanted to just quickly throw a little my lightweight sling backpack, and yeah, my lightweight sling backpack, and just boom, bang, bing, bong, whatever they say. Simple, easy. Get on the bike and go, and hopefully beat the heat, which is why I'm out early. Boy, my wife was, oh my God. I tried to say goodbye to her like 4 or 5 times just so that she acknowledges that I left the house, you know? And she is out. I've been the same the past few days too. So I wasn't even sure I was going to get out today. I told my wife, I was like, you know, I don't know if I'm going to get out. I'll just see how I feel when I wake up. I hear that. Well, I imagine the earthquake probably just feels like a vibrating bed, right? Versus fireworks going off in the sky. I mounted this camera here, so let me try to grab a few clips. have been having some amazing scenes and skies with the clouds and the thunderstorms. You know, we're going to a soccer game, our local pro soccer team game tonight, and boy, it is supposed to be hot AF. Here, no, we're in the very edge of the city limits of Albuquerque, so we're technically still in Albuquerque right now. We're just at the very edge of the city limits. So if I would have went right there, I would have been right in the city. Well, we're technically in the city, but. And then this road that we're going through is pretty much the road that divides the city of Albuquerque and the Sandia Pueblo. I figured we'd do like head up towards the mountain and work our way around to the city today. That's kind of what I'm doing today. See if all the bison are out today. Yeah, you can go. Although I would not recommend going fast on this road. This is, like I said, this road, we're essentially going right through the Sandia Pueblo. So this is Native American Indian reservation here, and this strip of road here is where the Sandia Pueblo patrols, and if you are going a hair over 50, they are going to bust you. So you can see all the homes like further out over there. That's essentially the edge of the city limits. That's the city limits on the other side of this field over there. Those are like some multi-million-dollar homes right there on the edge of the city there. Looks like everybody's out riding their bicycle like I should have been this morning. But I rode my bike indoor 3 times this week, so I figured I'm good for my exercise. What is going on? Why? What happened to the Twitch chat? I gotta remember to start disabling Siri. What do we got here? You're late. You're late for breakfast. I should have known Texas was going to take off slower. Just a quick loop around the city before it gets hot. Nothing extravagant, nothing far. I only have 2 hot spots on me today, so I can't go off the beaten path. And it is going to get super, super hot, so I definitely don't want to be out too long today. Just a quick hour and a half, maybe 2-hour stream here in the morning and get back. take a quick little you just are not gonna let it go, are you? You gotta somehow find a way to throw the word climb into the stream, huh? You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Alright, we're gonna take a quick jog up towards the foothills here, y'all. Just do a quick little boy, the sun is intense. Oh man. Did we lose sound? Somebody? Sound check? Sound check, sound check. Okay, yeah. It might intermittently like cut out, that is, but I'm not sure if it's a mic mini thing. I notice it more with the mic mini versus the mic 2. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Every time I watch my VODs, and especially when I have it in an editor, I always see those little kind of like short little blank spots. And it seems that now that I use the mic mini, that's when it does it. So I probably, if I'm going to keep doing these shorter streams, I probably need to switch back to the mic 2, and then just use the mic mini when I'm like going off for like long adventures. Although I have discovered that for me, I don't know if it's just I got a bad mic, but the advertised 12 hours is bullshit with the mic mini. That whole Roswell stream that I did, I think I got 8 hours on it, which is not bad. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but it is definitely not the 12 hours. The only issue is that, like, I'm now used to the smaller size in the helmet where I don't feel the microphone or the little. No, I have that off because I've discovered. Yeah, I discovered that the NR doesn't work with the motorcycle. It is so bad. Because it's just fighting like it's fighting the engine sound, the wind, everything, and it made for a horrible stream, so I had to shut it off. So yeah, no, I don't use the noise reduction, and I still only got 8 hours. I had to switch to the mic 2 like right before I got to Roswell on the one stream that I did, because it ran out. Yeah, so I don't know if it's just a bum mic or. Yeah, look at that mountain. It's epic. Epic, epic. Stand up a little bit so I can see the view. Oh, look at all the bunnies over here. Oh my gosh. What a day. Today's really a good day to be out on the bicycle. You know that? Negative, man. Have you seen all the comments I got on Instagram on that? Have you seen all the comments I'm getting on that video? I think the video is up to 40,000 views, and man, they will not stop. Well, there's a few people that actually get it and understand, you know, but there are some people that just have to project their will on your life no matter what, you know. It's like just absolutely bad, like no understanding that, first of all, this is not an adventure bike. The only thing that got me through that road is my actual experience of riding dirt bikes, riding mountain bikes. Believe me, I know how to handle myself in the dirt. What I need is a bike that's capable, that doesn't have slick street tires and weighs nearly 800 pounds, you know. Has more suspension travel, and like this bike has no ground clearance. Well, it has some ground clearance, but not off-road, you know, ground clearance. Oh, hell yeah, yeah. And the good thing is for me, you know, I've learned not to like clap. Well, I'm not going to say I don't clap back, but I usually comment back in a way where I'm insulting you and you may not even realize I'm insulting you back, you know? So you can tell the people that probably have very poor relationships and marriages when they immediately start out with you this, you that, you know? It's like, geez, I bet your marriage is horrible. Some people just don't know how to begin a conversation with, well, I think that we could do this if, you know, not like, oh, you suck, you did this, you know, people, there are ways to have productive conversations. I felt like coming back to one guy. I was like, I think he told me to delete the video, and then he was so concerned about my clothes, about how all my clothes are the wrong clothes for the ride and all this. I'm like, and I was like, hey buddy, look, you're the only one talking about the gear. It must be that important to you. You know, but I wanted to end it with, I feel bad for all the people in their life that just sit around and wait for you to tell them what to do, you know. Crazy though, but hey, you know what? It's creating engagement. What's funny though is that you have a handful of people out there that get it, that they know that this is the wrong bike for that terrain. They're actually giving me props for handling such a beast, you know. Believe me, I've been around motorcycles for 25 years. I think I know a little bit about what I'm doing. I've gone through all the training, all the certifications. I have years and years of riding street bikes, racing bikes, dirt bikes, on-road, off-road. Hello. You know, I tried to say goodbye to you like 5 times. I felt bad, so bad trying to wake you up. In fact, one time I actually... Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm getting out of this whole thing, is a big laugh. The good thing too is I even like have some people that are like on my side and going back and commenting back to the people that didn't really get the humor in my title of calling this thing an adventure bike when it's really not, you know. Did you? Oh, good. Yeah. I touched you once on the knee to say goodbye, and you probably thought that it was Marley, so I just like, well. Well, there's an adventure bike right there. You know, what's funny too is that that video, for whatever reason, now I'm getting a bunch of adventure bikes videos on my feed on Instagram, and I'm watching people that legitimately know, that look like they know what they're doing, and they're still wiping out in mud less than what I went through. And I'm thinking like, geez, I wonder if these poor people are getting comments from all the experts, you know? Now these guys are on some legit adventure bikes. That's what I needed on that road that day right there. One of those. Then you know what I would have done? I would have stood up on the pegs and like get in the throttle and motored like right through it. Now, if you had a proper bike like that, yes, all the comments that people are telling me, stand up on the pegs and get in the gas. Like, hell yeah. That's what I would do on a proper bike. Not some long wheelbase, low suspension travel, low clearance bike. You know, that's just, it's just not how you do it on this bike. just need the proper bike to go follow along with them, huh? The ones in front of me? Yeah, those are legit adventure bikes. You could see they have different tires, more ground clearance. You know, you don't have these like low fairings, you know, shorter wheelbase, more suspension travel. Yeah, the difference here is like, oh, this? No, this is not the proper bike. Picture, okay, let me tell you the difference, okay? It'd be like coming down La Luz, even though I know you can't come down La Luz, okay? Picture this. It's the difference of coming down on your road bike, your racing bike, versus your full suspension mountain bike. Which would you rather take down La Luz? That's the difference. Sold the KTM. Poor guy. We were going back and forth for about 3 days and almost about to arrange the deal, a day and time to test ride, and he emailed back and said his girlfriend put her foot down and said, "You are not getting another motorcycle." I was like, well, she must be a keeper if you're gonna stick with that decision, because I don't know that I would have chosen my girlfriend over a motorcycle unless she's worth keeping. Yeah. If she's that important that what she says you're gonna do it, I'm like, okay, and she's a keeper. I get it. If she's not a keeper, then I would choose the motorcycle over the girlfriend, hands down. Well, that's a different subject. Oh man, we're getting all the lights. All right, we're going to head into the canyon just a little bit, y'all. And then I'm going to come back down and we'll come through the city. See, look at the tires on that bike versus... Now that one will still do it right there, but that bike there has the better tires for what I was trying to do the other day. Yeah, that bike's got the proper tires right there. It sounded like you're on my side for buying a bike. That's right. Or an engagement ring. might get a little low bit rate through this canyon here, y'all. Seems like lately it's always been low bit rate through this canyon. Don't know why. After that trip, I haven't ridden his bike since then, and the bike's pretty clean right now. It took me almost, I'd say almost an hour and a half of, and I don't think I got every bit of mud off of it. I was flushing water in every crevice, the rear wheel. I mean, it just, the entire bike, the rear end, and then not to mention like all the mud that got just flung all over this bike, just completely covered. Fix all those dents first. And I don't know that we can wrap it with all those the scratches all over too. So I think they have to be buffed out or smoothed out somewhat, because otherwise it pulls through the texture. I don't think you can do that. That's I think it's already at the edge of the legal limit. Look at that. Oh man. Here. Oh man, am I so glad I'm not dealing with flat tires on a bicycle. I'm gonna ride over this singing highway also. Y'all just hold the chat for a bit and see if you can hear the road singing on this strip over here. I'll tell you when it's going to start. So hold the chat, y'all. Hold the chat. It'll be just over the top of this hill, y'all. Listen up. Exactly when it's going to start. Ready? Here it comes. And here it is right now. That's it. Did y'all hear it? Did you hear it? Oh yeah. What's interesting too is that the grooves are actually filled in, but oh my God, Siri, shut off. What's interesting is that the grooves are actually filled in. They sort of disabled a lot of the sinking highways just due to safety. So there's no longer a sign there that lets you know that it's part of the sinking highway. But like I still know where it starts, and so you could actually see it. No, you gotta wait for the clip now. All right, everybody. I'm gonna turn back around and head back into the city. Like I said, I didn't really plan to come out this way. I like to come out this way here just to get a quick little jog out here. But overall, I don't want to ride out here today. I kind of wanted to hang out in the city. Oh, really? How could you not know that was not there? Apparently. Is the helmet POV on this big old bike here? I normally don't do helmet cam POV on this bike. I'm usually doing the camera pull on the rear, doing a third person. Is this I mean, one reason why I don't do it is because you got this big old windshield and everything here, you know, so I usually do the helmet cam POV when I'm on the KTM because it's just, you know, it's a naked bike, it's wide open. You could see everything. Okay. We got to vote for this POV on the big monster. The only reason why I gave it a try is because on that ride that I did, it looks like these guys got their flat tire fixed. That's a big group. Yeah, that last ride that I did where I got stuck in the mud, I actually had a camera on recording clips. Unfortunately, I didn't catch the clip of me going mud bogging with this bike. But I thought, like, when I saw the clips, I was like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. I wonder how it would look live streaming it. So I figured today was a perfect day since I didn't want to be out too long. Got a headache. I just wanted to get going. I didn't want to spend a lot of time setting up the live stream on the motorcycle. Just throw on the lightweight backpack and just go. And I still got the chest mount on me, so I can, when I stop, and if I stop anywhere, I don't really plan to stop. Maybe I'll get breakfast, I don't know. I can still move the camera to my chest mount if I need to take the helmet off. Yeah, one of the comments, he was even critical of my gloves. Like, I guess fingerless gloves are just not allowed, which I get it. Like, you know, hey, you should. Okay, should you really wear a full finger glove? Yeah, you probably should. Do I have them? Yeah, I have 2 pairs of full finger motorcycle gloves. But guess what, people? I like my fingerless gloves, you know? They're still going to protect the palm. They still have the protective plastic knuckles, you know? It's like, good golly, guys, give me a break. That guy was worried about, like, everything I was wearing. This is a good old wiener schnitzel. Man, this has been around for a long time. What is this guy doing? I don't trust this guy. Drills. You know, a lot of people that are familiar with Padrell's barbecue name, I don't know if they're still around or not. I think the last restaurant was the one out on 4th Street. But people didn't know that there was actually two Padrells. You had the original Padrells, and then you had Willie Padrells, which Willie Padrell was the son of Padrell, the originator of Padrell's barbecue. But I knew Willie Padrell pretty well. So Padrell's that we passed back there was his, the Willie Padrell's. All the other ones were his dad's, Padrell's, the originals. I don't remember. I think there was some sort of, I don't know, falling out of the family or something, and he made his own recipe. Do we got a problem? The only one that could be doing that is Dimitri. Yeah, that's been another thing. The audio has been going weird lately too. Well, on that last stream, it apparently went on for like a good, I don't know, 15 minutes before somebody in the stream let me know that it went wonky. I went back and looked at the VOD and I was like, holy crap, that was a long distance I traveled in. And so apparently people weren't watching at that time because nobody said anything till I think it was Max Shadow came in and said, hey, your audio is jacked.
offset. That I had a couple times as well, since you can't really see it unless someone says something.
Yeah. Is it a? Do you think it's a DJI thing, or is it a Bella Box thing?
It's probably an offset. Some people don't know information, so maybe part of it
Good grief, man. I am getting all the lights today. Well, so, wait, Dimitri, before you go, did the exclamation F or fix, did that fix it? Because last time I got off the bike and like reset the camera. Yeah. Okay, so the exclamation fix. Okay, so in the future, if someone says something about audio, then I'll try the fix before I reset the camera. Yeah, I haven't used that camera in a long time. It goes in 8-bit. Speaking of which, I need to do a stream with it here soon. I've been thinking about, I want to do something with the Pocket 3 and the Hydra Alien Mini. Just haven't quite figured out what I want to do with it in terms of a motorcycle, but if I use the Pocket 3 on the motorcycle, I definitely got to use the Hydra Alien Mini, without a doubt. Come on. That's where I bought my first gun, Ron Peterson's. My first pew pew, 357 revolver. Green light, bud. Green light. Green light. Oh my God. My mom always said, watch out for the Sunday drivers. That is a Sunday driver. Let's get around him. And you want to talk about forgetting. It's getting warm. I really feel it now. Uh-oh, I see a bunch of lights in the downtown area. We're gonna go anyways. Well, we went from not getting all the green lights to now we're getting all the green lights. Let's see what we got going on here. Looks like some kind of powwow. Come on, people. Green light. Oh man, look at all the bread on that table. Okay, what's going on? Oh, I see somebody in the YouTube chat. Hey there, I just noticed there's somebody in the YouTube chat, so I apologize. I'm not ignoring you. I just can't really read that while I'm moving, so when I get it to stop, I'll try to read that. Hopefully you weren't waiting too long. In fact, I'll just make a quick little stop and we will read that. How about that? Let's see here. It looks like Chuck. Is it Czech Ram? Hey, let's see here. Oh man, you've been chatting with me for a while. Apologize. Let's see here. Hey dude, what's your throttle map dynamic? Don't understand that question. What's superimposing the map overlay? It's a app called real-time IRL. So you connect your Twitch to real-time IRL and it gives you a catalog of overlays like the map, the location, temperature, weather, all that. Nice bag under the screen. What make? This BMW K1600 GTL. This bag is, got the BMW, the inline 6 logo on it. That came with a bike. Do you have reverse? I do have reverse, but I don't like using it. It sounds awful because you put it in neutral and then you hit the start button. So it's like hearing your starter just grind. I just try not to put myself ever in a situation where I don't have to use the reverse. Great stream, hey, appreciate it. And then we got a bunch of emotes. Hey Karma, yeah, no, I'll follow. I'm honored. Hey, thanks. Real time IRL, thanks. All right. Hey, thanks for joining in the chat. Appreciate it. Sorry, I wasn't ignoring you. I just I don't have text to speech on YouTube, but everybody that's in Twitch, I have text to speech coming through there, so I usually hear the chats coming through there. But the YouTube, I have to occasionally just kind of look down and see what's going on. Ooh, well. Somehow I managed to steer right into that pothole. All right, everybody. I'm going to go through Old Town. I'm going to find a shady spot to sit down, take a quick little break, and get a little swig of water, and then we'll get back on the road. Oh, you got a K1600 too, huh? Nice. Yeah. Well, if you check some of my videos in there, you'll see I do quite a bit of streams on this bike, but This is the first time I've ever done a helmet POV stream. I usually do sort of a rear, a third-person POV camera, you know, on the back of the bike, POV. But I figured I normally do the helmet cam POV when I'm on the Duke, my KTM Duke 790. But I figure I just give it a try on this here. You know, just give it a whirl. Oh man, that guy parked. Alright, let me move you all to the chest mount. Take you off the helmet. Alright, everybody. I'm just going to take a quick little break. Let me get some water, and then we're not going to stay here very long, but we'll get moving here in a little bit. Make sure I got audio. Yeah, I do. Seems to be working okay too. Let's see here. I saw you dump in the mud. Did you, Chalk Rod? Were you on the what do you call it? The Instagram where I posted that clip and everybody was. I'm wanting a food cup holder. So did you see the clip on Instagram where everybody was like crucifying me in the comments on that where I dumped the bike in the mud? So this is the pole that I normally have the camera on when we're doing the third-person POV live streams. Let's see here. I thought there's a guy I could ride with. I'm waiting for Michelin Road 6G2s. Yeah, Instagram. I followed you and from there. Oh, cool. Awesome. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Do you let me click on your, do you have a YouTube channel, or you shoot, it's not gonna allow me to do it right now. I'll come back to the chat later and I'll check your YouTube. I'll come give you a follow. Hang on, looks like my stream is kind of jacking up, y'all. Let me do the I think it's exclamation fix, right?
Power Karmabit said, trying to fix the stream.
Yeah. Oh man. That's not supposed to be recording. I'll walk on over here and show you this church if you want to see this here church. I don't have the chat phones with me, so if y'all are chatting, I can't hear it, but this is our old town church. It's a nice color. That I don't think I've seen one that color, that like matte sort of purple. Well, it's not really a purple, but like a cross between a midnight blue and a purple, and then a matte color. It's pretty nice. Let's see here. Let's see here. I just got 2 Insta360s, a 4, 5. Don't post on YouTube. Okay, I'm trying to get Starlink on bike. 5G is patchy out of town. Heck yeah. So the Starlink for me works perfect right here. I don't know if you have a GTL or what you're riding, but this rack is perfect. I can just put the Starlink right here. The magnetic base that I have that I normally put on my truck, it just fits right in here perfect, and I just kind of bungee it down from the bottom. The other motorcycle, I actually had a trunk that I modified. It's an aluminum trunk, and I bolted 2 steel strips to it, so that way I can magnetize the Starlink base to the top of that trunk for the other motorcycle. But I don't ride that one with Starlink anymore, so if I do remote stuff or I go off of the mountains where there's going to be low cellular coverage, I always use this bike here. But yeah, the Starlink works really well for keeping the live streams up and going, for sure. What time is it, y'all? Let's see here. I'm going to use this watch. Whew, it is almost 9 o'clock. What do y'all think of this watch here? I decided to wear this one out of my collection. This is an Invicta watch. I usually keep my Garmin, my sport activity. This is one's tracking all my fitness and everything, but I do like to wear a nice watch once in a while, so I decided to wear my Invicta, or one of my many Invictas. Top of box is the Crude. Okay. Dream for me. Heck yeah, man. If you ever come out this way, hit me up on my email on the YouTube, and I'll coordinate something. I've met up with a lot of people, from either whether they're just random people or live streamers. I have some trips planned where I plan on heading towards Arizona, Colorado, Las Vegas. So there's somebody there on YouTube that's out of somewhere in the Nevada, Lake Havasu area. He sometimes watches the channel. I've semi-made plans to kind of meet up with him if I ever head out that way. Heck yeah. All right, everybody. I think we're going to get back on the road. I just wanted to take a quick little break. So, you wear your Rolex? Yeah, I am not. Maybe someday I'll get a Rolex. I don't know. I have this thing for where I like to buy like nice looking watches that are under a couple of $100. Nothing too expensive. Not knocking the Rolex. by any means. I just I don't know why. I just have this like finding inexpensive watches that are just unique and, you know, yeah, just unique watches that are inexpensive. Insta 5 360 on helmet and a 4 on the bar end mark. Okay, I got you. So you don't plan on doing live streaming with your what do you call it? Your satellite. You're just wanting like extra coverage, right? Is that what you're thinking? Because with those cameras you gave me, because as far as I know, you can't live stream with the Instas, as far as I know yet. Any of the DJIs you can generally live stream with. I inherited the Rolly. I hear you. Okay, that's a good way to get one. All right, y'all. Let me put the microphone back in the helmet, and let's get this trip back going. All right, here we go. Yeah, I just need to do this. It just kind of drops a little magnetic strip. Little magnetic strip right here. And this microphone just literally just drops right on it. That's how that works. I'll put you all back on the helmet. Turn the chat back on in my helmet. You can stream with the 360. Okay. That's interesting. I may have to look into it. The only reason why I haven't gotten one is because for most people that are streaming in the way that I do, it's not been an actual solution for streaming, because you either need, I mean, you can do RTMP if it's capable, but you really want to be either HDMI, which I quit doing HDMI a long time ago when DJI started making everything UVC capable, which is essentially just turning your action cam into a webcam. So it does everything all in one. And that one USB-C cable, it's charging and transmitting the video signal to the Bella box encoder. Tires. All right, after I get past this light, I'm not going to be able to read chat much anymore. I think I'm on some Michelins. I don't know which Michelins. I bought this bike used, and it had some pretty good Michelins. Definitely some that I have not seen before, because all the Michelins that I used to ride in the past were the Pilot Powers. You know, the really sticky, super soft, pretty much borderline racing tires, you know. I was replacing a set almost every oil change is how soft they were. I can I'm starting to feel the sweat going down my back. It is definitely warming up. We're gonna do, what is going on? I have never seen this light last that long. Oh, there we go. Now we might get a light with these pedestrians crossing here. Come on, bud. You got this. Come on. It's like there's no cars coming. You could literally just go. Oh my God. I should have got in that left lane to turn. See, just like that. Oh my God, go. Shit. Oh my gosh. Get me away from this person here. I think there's still no water in the Rio Grande, even though we've had all this rain. I'll try to take a look to the right so we can see if we got anything in there. Nothing on this side. Let's see what we can see over here. Yeah, it's still dry. I don't think the rain is going to help it at all, you know. It really comes down to we just really didn't get a lot of snow out north this past winter. see somebody else new in the YouTube chat. I can't see the name just yet. Bear with me just a bit. I'm trying to keep my eye on the road here, so sometimes I kind of sometimes catch the YouTube chat in my peripheral when I glance down. Let's see if we stop at this light long enough and see if we can read it. Always gotta love when you stop on a nice little incline, right? Let's see here, Chris P. Bacon, Albuquerque in the house. Hell yeah. When you know, you know. Golden Pride. Oh man. You smell all the bacon and egg and smell coming from Golden Pride. Well, that legit just made me hungry. I left the house and all I had was a protein bar, and that was it. Green light. Alright, I think we're gonna take this way home. We're gonna take Coors Road, y'all. It's going to start getting pretty hot today, so like I said, I just wanted to get out for a quick little ride before it got hot. And what's going to be crazy is my wife and I, we're going to the United soccer game tonight, and boy, it is going to be hot tonight. The bad thing about that is that when the temperatures just get that hot, I just have no appetite, and it's going to be a real bummer to not want to eat when I get there, because that's the whole reason why I even go to the game. I'm not the whole reason why I go watch our local baseball team, the Isotopes, or the United soccer team, is strictly to go there to have a cold drink and some food, you know, and to hang out with my lady. somebody put a long chat in the YouTube there, so definitely gotta wait till I stop to read that. See if we get time with this light here to read your chat. Let's see here. Bladen Christian is in. Yep. Man, that's been an issue lately, is that there it goes, yeah. I don't know why that's been an issue lately. I don't know if it's a DJI thing or what it is exactly, but it is annoying as all get out. It's at least 3 times it's happened on the stream. Yeah, and just a simple little, the fix command usually fixes it. I don't know why. I'd like to know more why, like, it's been happening a lot lately. I think somebody mentioned that it's been happening generally after a low bit rate. There's my most favorite view right there. I like coming this way here just because of this view right here. I just love this shot right here. When I go by, when I go across the bridge here, I'll stand up and look to the right so y'all can see that there's still just, there's no water in the river. It is like Zippo, zero. Zip. And this side too, nothing. under 40. That is going to be something I'm definitely going to have to, I don't know, either put it on the Bella Box Discord or go search the Bella Box Discord and see if it's a known problem and people know why it's happening. But it's been happening more frequently over the last 3-4 streams. Yeah, the Bella Box Discord and search, see what's going on, see if it's a known issue and why it's happening. Happened on the that last stream that I did last weekend. I think there was about a 15-minute, well, I went back and checked the VOD, and there was about a 15-20 minute period where obviously nobody's watching the stream, because then somebody finally came in and said something about your sound was messed up. So I stopped to fix it. And yeah, when I got home, checked the VOD, it was, man, it was messed up for a long time. So I don't know if it's something recent in Bella Box. I don't know if it's something in recent with DJI. I really don't know. But it is happening more frequently. And the bad thing about it is it's not like when the camera disconnects or low cell signal where I get some kind of warning and I know the stream has momentarily gone down, but when your audio goes crap, you don't know unless you're listening to it, and I don't want to listen to my own stream the whole time. I guess I'm gonna have to start listening to the stream. I don't know. Yeah, still a great stream. I appreciate that. It's just you know, it's just one of those things that's frustrating about live streaming. You know, you don't want to always be troubleshooting and fixing stuff, especially when I get into these long 3-day trips that I'm planning on doing. You know, granted, not every stream is just absolutely perfect. I have a lot of them, but you know, occasionally you have to deal with those technical issues, and so I'm just wondering if it's a known thing, if it's been fixed. Like I noticed when I booted up the encoder this morning, there was already another update, like 8 software package updates, and even last weekend there was an update on it. So it's like the guy that developed the BellaBox software, he's always working on it, always improving it. But it seems like lately there's just been more fixes, and it's like where it seemed like previously I would go long periods of like not doing any updates. It's almost like just like when, I don't know, kind of like Windows. I got to look at it as like, hey, if it's not broke, don't update it. Just, or I mean, from my end, like the updates can come if they want, but I'm not necessarily going to update my stuff just because they're pushing new updates, you know? I don't know. Maybe I got to start doing that with BellaBox versus just updating every time, you know, the new update comes out. But I think knowing that there's these different little issues going on is why I'm updating. Because it seems like this whole audio issue is new, it's recent, it hasn't been a thing, you know, in the past.
I didn't get that. Try again.
Oh my gosh, Siri. I gotta set a reminder to disable Siri before I get on the motorcycle, because the moment she thinks she hears her name, she's like blasting in my ear. It's like, I didn't call you. All right, everybody. Not the usual spot that I shut my streams down, but this is one of many that I use. So thanks again, everybody. YouTube, Twitch, thanks y'all for joining the stream. Chuck Raw, Christian Blade, or Blader. Is it Blade or Christian, or Christian Blade? Well, Blade and Christian on my stream is known as the Candy Man. He got labeled that. He was one of the random dudes that I decided to meet up with the stream, and everybody on the Twitch chat thought that he was gonna kidnap me, so that he got labeled the Candy Man. And Christian P. Bacon, I don't know if you're still there, but thanks for joining the chat, y'all. All right, let's find somebody to raid out to. Let's see here. Let me open up my stream manager. I think Dimitri was going out, so we'll see if Dimitri. Okay, we got Relic. There's Dimitri. All right, everybody, we're going to send you out to Dimitri. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. So when the raid goes out, YouTube will automatically shut down, so we'll see y'all